The New York Giants are one of the most storied franchises in pro sports. They have 4 Super Bowls. They won a lot of those NFL championship things back in the day before the Super Bowl even existed. However, what this team has become now, what this franchise has become now, quite frankly, is abysmal. And before I really get into it, I love Joe Schoen. I love Brian Daboll. I hope they keep their jobs because I believe that a lot of this is not their fault. However, some of the decisions today, some of the things that happened today are entirely on those 2 individuals, and it needs to be examined further, and we need to figure out what happened. The fact that your kicker pops up on the injury report on Friday, and you don't think that it's a smart idea to, maybe activate the backup kicker from the practice squad or sign someone, you don't think that's a good idea? Like, it's not like a quarterback where, he needs to learn the playbook or something. You just need to bring in a guy that can kick a football. Like, you can get Rodrigo Blankenship off of Instagram Live, and he can go kick a football. What are we doing? That's the only reason that they lost this game. Daniel Jones played a pretty damn good game. The offensive line played well. Malik Nabers was phenomenal. Malik Nabers, actually, let me pull up the stat. Malik Nabers accounted for like 60% of the Giants' offense by himself today in his second career game. 10 catches on 18 targets for 127 yards and a touchdown. Devin Singletary had a touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson had a touchdown. A lot of the guys that you wanted to succeed on offense did that today. Offensive line played well. Daniel Jones did not have a turnover. Devin Singletary did fumble the football, which proved to be really costly. But once again, the most important thing is that we lost to a team that kicked 7 field goals, even though we scored 3 touchdowns, because we did not have a kicker that could make an extra point. So, 3 points lost there. And then twice you go for it on 4th down and you don't make it because you don't have a kicker. So that's 6 points there because you're in field goal range. Now, the last play of the game for the Giants on offense, great play by Daniel Jones, pump fake, get out of the pocket, hit Malik Nabers right in the hands. It is a hard catch, but, you got to make that, in my humble opinion. But at the same time, we're not in the position to win a football game without him, so no one can criticize him whatsoever. What people can criticize, though, is the defense. You pay Brian Burns, you pay Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau's a first-round pick, Bobby Okereke's been paid, you have young players. Tyler Nubin makes good plays. Andrew Phillips, our 3rd-round pick from Kentucky, had a great game today. He was our best defensive player. It wasn't the 2 dudes making over $20 million a year. Now, Dexter Lawrence is phenomenal. Once again, no criticism to him. But Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, where are you guys? Where's the pass rush? Shane Bowen, what is your defense doing that Sam Darnold, a guy, now pulled off a huge upset today, played great. But last week, Sam Darnold was still known as the guy that, was seeing ghosts against Bill Belichick and floundered in New York and Carolina. You made him look like the second coming of Joe Montana last week, and today you make Jaden Daniels look like prime Cam Newton. Probably better with how accurate he was. Had all the time in the world to throw it. You're playing off coverage. Your bend but don't break defense lost us the game because this defense should be creating turnovers. What is happening with this defense? Shane Bowen's job should be on the line. If I was Daboll, I'd be like, buddy, next week against Deshaun Watson, if you don't force at least 4 turnovers, or at least 4 punts, Washington didn't even have to punt the fucking ball today. What are we doing? This is too good of a defense for that to be the case. That the only drive that Washington didn't score a field goal on was at the end of the half when they just knelt the ball down. It is shameful. It is disgusting. It should not happen. This is highly disappointing coming from a defense that is stacked. And for the franchise as a whole, this is disappointing because you let the world see what your strategy was for the season. And Daniel Jones today looked like a above average to good quarterback because Dan Quinn is a good defensive coordinator and they have good pieces on that defense. Daniel Jones played well enough for you to win the game. Your neighbor's drop and the defense being absolutely pitiful from winning this game. It's just, I'm so sick of it at this point. Peace.